Welcome, welcome. Woo! Welcome back.
Welcome.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hello, hello, hello. This is where you say welcome.
Oh yeah, welcome.
Right,
Hot Shot Secret fans.
We've got storms rolling in from the right.
Moving right day and night.
And we're supposed to be powered by science.
That's very true.
We better be able to get two people on one train somehow.
A lot of hard work that went into this. You know, it's something that we've been chasing for a year and a half to try to get this truck in the breeze.
We are live.
We are live. Hey, welcome to Facebook Live.
Hot Shot Secret Live episode 143.
That's right.
We got some special guests today.
Yeah.
No. Well, it's got a kind of a gloomy day outside, but I'm excited for this.
Oh yeah. Oil viscosity.
Oil viscosity. So we got oils on the table. We hope to talk a little bit of oil today. Of course, as always, answer your questions. Matty Rice is in. Kyle's not here. All right, Matt. He's too important for us now. No, I'm kidding. He's getting ready for a big event this weekend, which I'm assuming we'll talk about here in a little bit. Mm-hmm. We'll cover our events. But as always, ask your questions, post them in the comments below, and throughout the show we'll get to those and answer them to the best we can. You got Eric, by the way, and Chad with me today. I don't know, where's everybody at?
They all, skip town. Josh is in Cincinnati with Steve Summers.
Kyle's getting ready for a big event. Matt, are you going to the event this weekend? I can't remember. David said Kyle needs his rest. He doesn't rest, man. I tell you that much, David. Kyle is nonstop. Anybody who knows Kyle knows that he is nonstop. He's always on the road. He's always working. Doesn't matter what time of the hour, you'll get a message from him talking about work, this or that. Hardworking guy. So hopefully we'll get him back on the show soon enough. Maybe one of these weeks he's out, he'll go live from some events, things like that. But and of course, as always, we do a weekly drawing, right? Giveaways.
Right. Some FR3 this week.
This week giving away FR3. And how do people enter if they don't know already?
HotShotSecret.com/giveaway.
That's every week you go there, and then we give a product, some swag away on the live show. We announce it later in the show, so get on board with that if you're not already. And we always like to ask where you guys watching from. It's we're always curious. Today we're here in Ohio. It's maybe 60 degrees and it's pouring outside right now.
How's the temperature out there? What is it? 60 or so, or?
Yeah, probably 60. It's a little bit wet.
Rain. Brett, the weatherman, a.k.a.
our weather report.
President of Hot Shot Secret. There he is. Gloomy, kind of a...
We can show them what it looks like.
Oh, yeah, we got a Chad cam.
Well, it's a Jake cam today.
It's a Jake cam. There we go. So you can tell we're still in our lobby. There's Jake on the controls. You can see it's kind of wet and nasty out. Tell us where you guys are watching from, what it's like there. Let's see, we got Terry Howard in, as always, with the top fan badge. Terry says, happy Hot Shot Secret Thursday. Watching live while kayak fishing in the middle of the lake in Georgia. Oh, wow,
that
Terry.
Sounds nice.
Just rub it in our face. David's in North Carolina, 85 in thunderstorms. We got the thunderstorms, but not the 85. Josh says he is saying hi from the Hot Shot Secret bunker, eating lunch with Steve now. Tell Steve we said hi. Mikey said he's down in Cincinnati working with Steve on the Steve Summers Show.
I think they were going to La Rosa, some Cincinnati pizza.
That's a pizza shop.
Yeah.
La Rosa's. Why is that? So I'm a pizza guy. It's one of my favorite foods. But don't they have like frozen pizzas?
I think.
Sounds familiar. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I can tell you, La Rosa's Pizza. When I worked for a university.
Because you were down that way.
I was. I lived in Dayton for 13 years or so, and so an hour from Cincinnati. But we would get La Rosa's Pizza to serve to the media. And let me tell you, La Rosa's Pizza in your car smells like vomit.
Oh.
So I used to just I did that like once. So I would put it in my trunk and I'd show up, and pizzas would be all like sloshing around, and yeah, it was not a good smell.
But it tastes good?
But it tastes great.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
Smells
good
bad,
stuff.
tastes good. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
On that uplifting note, we also have a shout out on YouTube from Sam Look or Saw You Look. Oh, Saw You Look.
Saw You Look.
Saying hello from San Antonio, Texas.
Texas. Okay, because we are live on Facebook and YouTube. So if you can't catch us here, you can get us on Facebook. You can catch us on YouTube. Let's see. David's in Alexandria, Indiana. Overcast. So yeah, we're probably getting the remnants of what you guys have gotten lately. Tim's in Rocky Mountain, Virginia. And then Katie says hi from Cardington. Watching from the Steinmetz Boutique. I thought she was going to say the Steinmetz bunker. But she didn't. So all right, guys, thanks for joining. And we love to hear where you're from. But also, if you've got questions, make sure you do those. So tag a friend. If you could, tag somebody. Let them know we're live. We go live every week. And like we said, we dual stream on YouTube and Facebook. Give us a like to the video, share the video, jump to YouTube, give us a subscribe. If you don't do that, Jake behind the controls, he puts a lot of stuff out on YouTube. We're working on more and more stuff, so we expect a lot more content on our YouTube channel. That'll be, dare I say, Jake, exclusive to YouTube, possibly, perhaps? You're supposed to say yes, so people will go subscribe.
Yes, so people can go subscribe.
No, it's we got a lot of good stuff on YouTube, product videos, how-tos, all kinds of stuff. You can scroll down, see years-old videos. If you want to see Chris from like 10 years ago talking about product or being on TV, we had those clips on our YouTube channel. So go check those out, but subscribe so you can catch all the new stuff we're doing. Also, give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok. Can't forget those.
That's right.
You're a big TikToker.
Big TikToker. Love the TikTok.
Yeah?
Yeah. I sometimes forget how to spell TikTok. That's how up I am on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it K's? Have we got? It is.
There's
2 K's on TikTok.
Yeah. No C in tick.
We got Fred. Fred Johnson's top fan badge checking in from Connecticut. Right? CT's Connecticut?
That's Connecticut, yeah.
Okay, it's been a while since I've been in geography. All right, so we do dealer shout-outs every week. For those of you who don't know, obviously you can find our products, most of our products, not our oils, but you can find most of our products in the retail settings. Talking Tractor Supply, O'Reilly Auto Parts, AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts, all the big guys, all the big box stores. But we also got a very robust dealer network throughout the country. So we even got guys in Hawaii,
That's right.
Alaska, Canada. So great partners as our we call them dealers, distributors, partners, family. So, you know, we like to shout out a couple every week. We got a few this week, right?
That's right. We have Ace Diesel in Preston, Idaho. Then Forester Performance in Beaufort, South Carolina.
They got a nice logo.
They do.
Forester. Yeah, that's sharp. So, let's skip the whole dealer wall sticker stuff.
But one thing, so if you're a dealer and watching, I want social@hotshotsecret.com. Send your photos to that email address, and I want to see shots of your shop, see what it looks like, you know, projects you're working on, things like that, and we'll plug it here on our Facebook Live and YouTube Live show here.
Yeah, we want to give our dealers some love, and good point, Chad. I think, you know, shoot some video, introduce the show, say, hey, it's Hot Shot Secret Live this week, and this is Joe from Forester Performance, you know, sitting at the shop, whatever it is. Yeah, so images, videos, that kind of stuff, send them in, and so you get featured more than just your name and location. We love to kind of highlight you and your crew and projects you're working on, that kind of stuff. So yeah, great point. And we do this every week. Chad's the mastermind behind it. Our featured ride of the week. Do we got somebody new? We do.
Yeah.
Jay with the Ram there. That's a sharp looking truck.
It is.
It looks like the trailer we just got too.
Yeah.
We just got a new trailer for events. I haven't heard. Is it going to be nice to do to wrap it?
Ooh, that'd be, yeah.
I don't know. Kyle, what do you think? Is that something you can pull off? We'll see. So anyways, that feature ride of the week, it's something we do every week. Chad, you pick the winner, right?
I do. The post goes up Sunday. I think I moved it to 9 a.m. for this week, so for this month. So rather than noon, giving you a few more hours to get those posted. And then around noon on Monday, we pick the winner. It's all random, trust me. I have this random name picker that I throw them all in that gives me the winner. So, yeah, we want to see anything. Your tractor, your lawnmower, motorcycle.
Don't matter.
Yeah.
Electric bicycle.
Electric bicycle.
Well, it doesn't matter what it is. Get it on there. Also, we do something else we do. It's we call it the protect your ride image. So similar idea. This is, I guess it doesn't have to be Instagram. It could be Facebook.
Yeah.
Take a picture of your ride with our products, or maybe it's just our products and you using them. Tag Hot Shot Secret, and then we'll promote them here on the show. That's a good shot of EDT. This comes from Cummins 06 59 Snail. So I'm assuming he's got a 2006 Cummins, 5.9. Is he calling his truck slow?
Yeah.
Snail? I don't know.
This is a shot we get a lot of. It's kind of like a Hot Shot Secret thing of their EDT with them filling up.
Yeah. Well,
Something I see all the time. Yeah, it's something I see all the time.
Peculiar.
It's always a shot that people always, or the EDT will be sitting on the,
The tire?
On the tire. So, yeah.
Or the truck bed
I like
or
it, though.
something. Yeah.
It's kind of
Those
a
are
hot
good
shot
shots.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's every week, right?
That's right.
Let's see. We got Terry chime back in. For those of you who don't know Terry, who chimes in damn near every week, he's a top fan, as you can see. He works at O'Reilly's and says, just moved to a new store and took a store that had FR3 with the old gray bottles and 0 sales for over 3 years and sold 13 bottles this month. Terry, that's why we appreciate you. It's one of those, our products, they're highly advanced, so it's like for someone to just come in and read the bottle and buy it, it happens. But it takes people like Terry who knows the products and the science behind it to educate customers, or people who have specific problems that we know we can solve to kind of explain that. So that's big time. Derek says, curious if you recommend your oil on big boost 4-cylinder applications, 1,000 horsepower or so. Been running VR1, but would like to make the switch.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So recommend our oil on big boost 4-cylinder applications, 1,000 horsepower or so. Been running VR1. So who's that? Derek, like Chad said, absolutely 100% answers yes. Let us know what you got. I'm curious there, but we actually did some dyno testing on our Adrenaline, our racing line of oils, and VR1 was one of the competitors we tested against on the dyno. That happened down at Firepunk in Plain City, Ohio, and I can't recall off the top of my head, but we did get I think it was maybe about 3% additional horsepower compared to VR1. So yeah, 100%. We got UCC winner last week. If you're not familiar, it's the Ultimate Call Out Challenge. Justin Ziegler. He just won. He runs all of our fluids and additives, and he was pushing on the dyno. Was it about 2,400 horse?
Yeah, and they just did a oil analysis on his stuff.
I saw that,
and it was like
came back looking like virgin oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to answer your question, Derek, 100% yes. If you have additional questions as to anything more beyond that, let us know. Katie's asked if Ricky's unicycle would qualify for the ride of the week.
I think it would.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Especially if he's on it.
I've seen a picture of that. Toot said, he says hi from Columbus. Toot joins us often, so.
And so Katie is probably the best bowler in Morrow County. We went bowling at an event.
We did.
And she carried our team.
So we did, backstory, the Chamber of Commerce here in Mount Gilead put on an event for local businesses. It was this particular event was at a local bowling alley. So, of course, Hot Shot Secret, we're going to be there. We got to put a team together. Chad and I was on the team. Josh, who often you see on the show, was on our team, and so was his wife, Katie. she and then Christine as well from our sales department. That rounded out our team. And Chad and I, we're not very good.
No.
We're not going to lie about it. We threw some gutters. We got a couple spares and strikes.
Got better as the night went on.
Yeah. But to your point, Katie was was by far the best on the team. Let's see, Derek chimed back and he says, actually, a world record holder, Miata. All right. Highest horsepower factory motor. I'd be interested in running your oil and switching all my customers off VR1 and get them on Hot Shots. Jake, if you're quick enough on the handles back there, go to our website and check our Adrenaline Racing Oil page and see if we have that white paper. We put a whole white paper together. Or maybe we just uploaded the dyno sheets.
Yeah.
But that was... so, Derek, I got somebody for you. Does this mic work?
Yep.
I got a special guest, Kyle. Kyle, all right, got a question for you. Do you know Derek Rockwell? Does that sound familiar?
No.
No. All right. Well, Derek's first question was curious if he'd recommend. Kyle's big on the oil. Works with a lot of our sponsored racers.
It's a Miata?
He's got a Miata, so he's.
You know Diesel Don just bought a Miata.
I know he did. 4-cylinder application, 1,000 horsepower. He's been running VR1. I was just saying how we did some comparison stuff on the dyno. He said he's curious if he can run it. So I'm, well, yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Anything to add to his Miata? And
No, I'm wondering
VR1?
what weight he's probably on. Might be
No.
30 weight.
Derek, if you, let us know.
It's probably a road course car, I'm guessing. That's a lot of horsepower for a road
For a
course.
little Miata, too.
Well, yeah.
What's the weight on that thing, too, I wonder?
What are we talking about today?
Talk about oil and viscosity.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question. I'm curious what he's running on that.
Yeah.
Drag car.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
that I got to see.
Yeah, you got a picture?
Yeah.
Curious.
That I got to see. Where's Diesel Don at?
So Diesel Don used to work here, and he just bought a Miata. He's super proud of it.
2350. Wow, that thing flies. That thing's got to move. Yeah, you're probably going to want not a stock motor, so might actually go with a heavier weight. But yeah, you could use whatever VR1 weight you're using. You can just switch right over. You'll see less wear on that. We got a lot of testing on that.
Less wear, more power too, if that's something you're looking for.
We actually do have the dyno test up on the page for Adrenaline R Series Racing Oil, if you want me to throw that up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's against our VR1, right? Yeah.
There. So what was it, 788?
24 horsepower gain
There you go.
on the 700 horsepower application. That usually holds true throughout, so you probably pick up more at 1,000 horsepower application.
What was that, the 2050? Compared, yeah,
Yep.
20W50.
I want to see this car now.
He just said we just sponsored his business partner, Fred Johnson.
Oh, I know Fred.
7.3.
Yep.
There you go.
It's a bad 7.3.
There you go.
Yep. Actually, I'm trying to get him decals sent today. But I got to run.
Yep.
All right.
I thought you'd like that one, so I wanted to
I like
real
it.
quick.
Bring it out to National Trail this weekend. So, did you guys plug that yet?
Not yet, we haven't
Not
got
yet.
there.
All right, I'm leaving. No Prep Kings this weekend. We got a bunch of Hot Shot Secret drivers going to be out there. Big Boost Bill Lutz is running. The Firepunk Diesel S10 will be there, playing with the Gas Boys. Austin Deutsch has put metal sides on and glass in his truck, so he's going to run.
Yep.
Billy the Kid Hoskinson is going to be out there with his S10. Bunch of stuff. It's going to be fun. We'll be out there. I'll be in Bill Lutz's pit. Come see me. Peace.
There you go.
You'll have fun.
Natural Trail.
National Trail.
Thanks, Kyle.
Local race.
All right. Where were we?
Steve Summers.
Yeah, Steve Summers. Steve Summers Overnight Drive, live every weekday from midnight to 5 a.m. Do you call it weeknight or weekday? Because technically it's...
It's one thing I'm so confused. It's
Technically, it's
like
the
weeknight,
morning.
weekday. I mean, yeah. Technically, I mean, it is. Yeah.
But yeah, check it out. If you haven't already, you can find it on all your podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Check it out on the website, social, all that good jazz.
Then Chris is on tonight.
Chris is on tonight. Yeah, the first Friday, again, because it's technically tomorrow
Right.
of every month. Chris, Hot Shot Secret founder and owner, CEO, will be on the program. I think he typically goes live for the full 5 hours. It is a live call-in show, so if you got questions on anything Hot Shot Secret, lubrication, oil, this or that, or you're just curious what's his middle name, call the show. You can talk to him. He'll be there to answer your questions. Derek, he says, thanks for the info. Looks like I'll have to send an email and get a couple gallons. Yeah, Derek, shoot us an email, sales at, or if you want to talk to Kyle directly, can we plug his email?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Kyle at lubricationspecialties.com. Kyle at lubricationspecialties.com. And again, that's the adrenaline line of oil. So what Jake pulled up, that dyno sheet, any more info on that, you just hop to the website, you can check that out. And I will say, Derek, looks like you're pretty in tune with the car. We love testing. Anything like that if you want to do some dyno stuff, some road stuff, you're pretty consistent on your times, and you want to make some switches and see differences, gains, losses. We work really closely with a lot of the guys that we sponsor, so we'd love to see some feedback and have a dialogue back and forth on that. So anyway, we do have, I mentioned at the top of the show, we do. You can find a lot of our products in retail.
Right.
And currently there's some pretty sweet deals happening at a couple of different retailers.
Yeah, our first one is at O'Reilly's. Diesel Extreme and FR3, $4 off. That's going on now until the end of the month, the 29th. So stop at O'Reilly's and get $4 off. And then our other one is Tractor Supply Company. EDT is $3 off now through the 27th of this month. So
there you go. So you got a month to take advantage on those three products. You go to Tractor Supply for EDT, head to O'Reilly's for your sale on FR3, and Diesel Extreme. That's through the end of this month, into June.
Right. Most towns have both, so you can just maybe go across the street usually.
Right, right. Also, every week, almost every week, how often do we send out an email, a newsletter?
About every week, yeah.
Close to it.
Close, yeah.
A lot of good info. What kind of stuff do we include in these?
Our sales, our blog, really any news that's going on here at Hot Shot Secret. We'll let you know about it. Also the text. Text message. So we do the email, of course. You want to get all the latest what's going on at Hot Shot Secret, sign up for that. It's you can find it on our website, a link on the website, or go to hotshotsecret.com/email. You can get those emails. We also have a text message service, right,
which I think you can also find on the website to sign up for that and get exclusive deals and coupons and cool stuff there. So
special flash sales.
Flash sales.
Usually when Josh is gone, Levi and I like to
put something together. And I see Adam's watching. Adam Blattenberg. Shout out to Adam. We appreciate him in the diesel world, in the diesel community. And we got 660 Diesel says hot shots to the moon. You got that right. Let's see. Events we touched. Kyle talked real quick about No Prep Kings. That is this weekend, 4th and the 5th at Nashville Trail Raceway here in Ohio, just east of Columbus, I believe it is. And we also got the rematch, June 5th. This is Tad and Jim's Dragway of Magnolia.
That's Ohio Valley Street Outlaws versus Mid-Atlantic Street Outlaws. I know last week.
Oh yeah, we didn't know
what the abbreviations were, but that's what they are.
Yep, and then we got the 7th annual Mutt and Jeff race. That's June 17th. It's coming up the 17th and 19th at Beaver Springs Dragway. I bet Levi's going to be there for that one.
Yeah, it's over in PA.
At Beaver Springs.
Beaver Springs.
And then we got the, what's this? NTPA. This is the first time I've seen this one. This is coming up end of the month. We will be there for this event. This is the NTPA Budweiser Dairyland Nationals, June 24th through the 26th, in Recreation Park, Wisconsin.
This is a big one. This is probably like Wisconsin's biggest one. This is like their Bowling Green for them, I would imagine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know it's one of the bigger ones of the year. It's at Nationals. That's the thing with NTPA and some of these different tractor pull associations. you got all these nationals, grand nationals, semi-nationals, all these different things. But I do know you're right. This is going to be a big event. We're excited to be there. It's going to be our first NTPA event of the year, I believe.
Well, we had the one in Shipshawana.
Oh,
but that
yeah.
feels like moons. I mean, that was
a long time ago.
It was.
It wasn't really, but it feels like.
And then it was indoor. I mean, this is the first outdoor one.
Yeah.
And our big one that will.
Wisconsin. So we will be there. We'll have our whole booth set up, the whole setup. So excited for that. Of course, TV for Hot Shot fans out there. You know we're on TV pretty frequently. Looks like we got a double dose of Gas Extreme this weekend.
Mm-hmm. The All Girls Garage on Saturday and Sunday, both 11:30 on Motor Trend TV. So learn about some Gasoline Extreme with them.
There we go. I wonder if that's probably a rerun. Or like the same episode, maybe?
Oh, yeah, yeah, same episode.
Yeah. So if you're busy Saturday, catch it Sunday or vice versa. And let's go ahead and let's do our giveaway real quick. You said, Chad, you said we're doing FR3 is what we're giving away. Who's our big winner this week?
We have Jason Namalania. That's Jason, then Nmalania at something.com.
I thought it was Jason Momoa. Is that the dude's name?
Yes.
Dude was in Game of Thrones?
No.
No.
He
So
actually has a huge motorcycle collection.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So
You think it'd be cheap to sponsor? You think we can get a
I mean, I know. No.
No, probably not.
He's Aquaman.
So you'll see on the he's Aquaman, yeah. You'll see on the screen. FR3 is the giveaway this week. So Jason Malena, hope maybe I'm saying that right. You're gonna get some FR3. We will get a hold of you if you're watching. Comment and let us know, because if you win and you're tuning in live at the same time, we throw some extra in there, some swag, some things like that. So Jason, we'll get a hold of you and get you some FR3 out there. And then we talked about, Chad, we're going to talk some oil today, specifically oil viscosity.
That's right.
So why don't you kick us off?
Yeah, so what is oil viscosity? Basically, it's, the thickness of the oil. Thin oils, they can reduce friction in engines and help engines start quickly during cold weather. Thick oils are better at maintaining, your film strength and oil pressure at high temperatures and loads. So
I think where we are today with these new vehicles coming out, new engines, viscosity is a hot topic. We know we've experimented here at Hot Shot Secret in the R&D lab with 0W8 weight oil. And there's a shift towards lighter oils. A lot of 1030s out there. It used to always be 1540s. So it's kind of a catch-22. If you go with a lighter oil, you think less protection, just because the thinner oil is not going to protect between these moving parts quite as well. That's why you get a lot of these oils and even with the addition of our FR3, you help protect against some of that wear.
Right.
That's why oil specs are always changing. But you go with these thinner oils, that's a lot with improved fuel economy and EPA regulations, emissions, and improved power and that kind of stuff. So it's catch-22 because you get all those great things, but you may sacrifice protection a little bit. But that's where products like our FR3 friction reducer comes in, and you kind of get the best of both worlds there. Real quick, Terry says, cheers to R&D and everybody in the warehouse for getting out the new transmission fluid. Waiting for my 10 gallons to get here. Terry's talking about our ATF Plus 4 that we just came out with. We got that on the Blue Diamond side and the Adrenaline side. So it's our ATF Plus 4, whatever application you need. We got the heavy duty side, the severe duty side, and then we got the racing side. So, what are you running, Terry? I'm curious what vehicle you got to put that in. 10 gallons. So yeah, I'm curious. So anyways, you mentioned thicker oils, better at maintaining film strength and oil pressure at high temperatures and loads. Again, that's that trade-off. Everybody's kind of shifting towards that thinner oil. But those are some of the things you got to be conscious of. You don't want to lose, that protection.
Right.
All right, so Chad, talk about, well, what do you got here?
So measuring.
Okay, so you laid this out about like, okay, so if it's 1030 or 1540, what do these numbers mean exactly?
So yeah, so this was created and developed by the Society of Automotive Engineers. They developed this scale, the motor oil grades. So the XW, our number.
Like 10
W and 30. That's what they created. The numbers after the say 10 W, it indicates the viscosity at 100 degrees Celsius. So
a lot of people, I won't say a lot of people, I will say personally, growing up, I always thought the W was for weight.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a misconception. It's like 10 weight oil, but it actually stands for winter because it's talking about at those colder temps what the viscosity is. And those two numbers are talking about basically running cold versus running at operating temperatures.
Right.
That's what you're trying to say here, I think.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a 530 oil is going to thicken less than oil with a 1030 grade in cold weather. You see these notes? Can you see that without the glare? Chad put all these notes together talking about oil, and I'm trying to like follow along and see, but we're just going to touch on some of the main things here.
He missed our meeting,
The pre-meeting,
pre-meeting.
the pre-production meeting.
the pre-production meeting.
I was busy getting makeup, but I missed the notes.
Yeah, he's worried about his looks than the notes.
Yeah.
And
right.
also, whoever set up this camera,
It's crooked.
we're like on a hill here.
I noticed that earlier.
We'd already gone live by the time that I noticed it. I do like the image of you holding up the logo, though. That's good.
You like that? It's like the
Yeah.
Leaning Tower of Pizza. All right. So let's talk about how does viscosity affect your engine?
Well, it's the most important property of oil. Let's consider, your engine protection. It determines how your engine, it's lubricated, react in change of speed, pressure, and temperature. And it's something, winter and summer, changing that oil for the thickness. So that's one thing, when looking at the viscosity with it.
So I'm going to try to talk about something that I hope I don't get wrong or I'm talking above my head, which I will be. But when you're talking about oil and protection, while the process of driving a vehicle, there's a thing called hydrodynamic lubrication. And essentially, there's if you're not familiar, Chad, there's a thing called the Strideback curve. Can you pull this up, Jake? Google Strideback curve. If I can get a visual, it might help me explain this a bit. But essentially, as you go from stop to go, do you know it? Are you going to draw it?
That's it, right there, Strideback curve.
No, that is not it.
That's it.
No. Essentially, there's you go through 3 different phases. I hope you can find this graphic. Jake, think of our STLE presentation.
I know what it is. I'm saying I'm working.
Okay, he's trying to grab it. But the oil will go through these different phases of lubrication where there's more protection versus less protection. As you get up to speed, think of it as like a water skier. So if you're sitting behind the boat waiting for the boat to take off, when you first go, there's a lot of drag there, right? You're trying to get up to speed. There's a lot of drag, a lot of friction. But once you get up to speed, you're then sitting on top of that water and you are sailing, right? Smooth. Same thing happens inside the engine with your oil and your lubrication. So as you start up and you go from high speed to low speed, the protection essentially, is going to vary. So I guess my point with all this is there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of stuff going on with the lubrication. There you go. So you got boundary lubrication, then you get up to hydrodynamic lubrication. So talking about the film thickness, Strideback curve, lubrication. There's one that details right there. So you got boundary lubrication, then go mixed, and then you go hydrodynamic. We talked about this on an episode of Two Guys Garage, where we were talking FR3, and we illustrated this out on the blue board. So before you move away from that, Jake, if you go back to that other image, and shout out to whatever websites we're ending up on here. So if you look, no, go back. That one in the middle row, right here. So if you look at that Strideback curve, you got on the left is boundary, middle is mixed, right is hydrodynamic. But if you look underneath those, under each one of those phases, if you will, yeah, here you go. So lubricant regimes, if we're going to be technical. You'll see on the left, the boundary, you're going to have more wear there. You talk about that water skier who hasn't gone up to speed yet. So you're going to get that film, that oil film, is not going to be protecting as well. You get to the mixed, it's get a little better, and then you get to hydrodynamic, and that's where you're kind of in a safe zone, a more safe zone when it comes to protection. And basically, it's speed versus friction. You know, as you get up to speed, that friction is going to reduce a bit, and that film thickness is going to help. So talking about, you see the little crevices on those little peaks and valleys. When we talk about FR3 friction reducer and the nano lubricant, this is a good representation. What happens is those nano lubricant, those little carbon nano pieces they're polar, so they track to the metal surfaces, and they actually fill in all those gaps, those peaks and valleys. It makes it a true smooth surface for that oil film to form. So whether you're going through whatever regime you're going through, boundary, mixed, hydrodynamic, you have a true smooth surface. So even on the left side, on the boundary side, when you're getting the less protection, those nanoparticles give you that extra layer, that additional layer of protection. So that's where we see such great results when you do wear testing, and we do the 4-ball and these different test methods. But anyway, Jake, you can pull that down. I know that was... I hope I explained that somewhat decently. I don't know. I'm not a tribologist. Maybe we'll try to get Aaron to do a science corner on that. Jake, make a note of that.
Yeah.
And we get Aaron to explain it.
Write that down, Jake.
Let's see. Logan chimed in. Logan Cavender sounds familiar. Logan, where do I know your name from? He asked, has the Synchromesh transmission fluid been put up for purchasing yet? It has not. We just put out a trans fluid. Now we're getting asked about the Synchromesh. I know we've done some testing. Battle Scarred Motorsports and Brian Check. I haven't seen him on today. But they got an early batch of this for their endurance cars last year maybe, and we got some other field tests out on the product. I don't know where R&D stands with that right now, if they're doing reformulations or if they're happy with it, but to answer your question, Logan, no, it's not for sale yet. Hopefully soon. All right, Chad, what else?
What happens if you use the wrong oil?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Do you know the answer?
I do.
Tell me.
Well, the answer is you're going to get poor fuel economy, increased wear, and increased chemical breakdown. So it's a no bueno for your vehicle.
No good? No good. So if we think about, what is that, Jake?
Not for you. 5 minutes.
We haven't used Jake Cam much today. I'm a little disappointed. He's the best looking guy in the office. He doesn't want to be on camera. He's not talking into the microphone.
I'm barely a guy. I'm basically a bear that walks among us.
He's a Viking.
No, that was my 5-minute cue, is what that was.
So the show's up?
I'm saying we're trying to get into a pattern of a regularly timed out show.
So Jake's a professional. I just sit up here and vomit out of the mouth, so he's trying to keep things on track.
Yeah, we're elevating the quality of the show.
Yeah.
If you had been here for the pre-show meeting, you would have known what that hand gesture meant.
So to that point, to Jake's point that we're trying to get better at the show, we've only been doing it 143 times.
Right.
But we're trying to get better. If you guys got suggestions, if there's a better day or time that you think would work, let us know. If there's certain topics you want to see, certain segments, maybe some video Jake can shoot beforehand that we could play during the show. If you guys got suggestions on the show, let us know. We can only think of so much in such little time, because I know Chad put this together this morning. No, I'm kidding. To his credit,
No. It was a short week too, so.
So it was a short week. Logan, back to the comments. Logan said one of the first helping with the NV4500 transmission discussion back last year. Ah, okay. Because I asked him where his name sounds so familiar. My trail rig requires it as well. Can't wait to try it out. Logan, I will touch base. I will make a note to talk to R&D on Synchromesh, and we'll see where we're at with that and see if they can get a hold of you and have those discussions. All right, so Jake's telling me we're running out of time. So any final thoughts on viscosity?
No, I think we
covered it
pretty well.
Kind of for non-tribologists.
Yeah, for non-tribologist individuals, and
yeah.
I
will say the last thing I'll say on oil viscosity, which I mentioned briefly earlier. Think about all these new engines moving to lighter weight oils. You're going to get less protection, but you're going to get the better fuel economy and the increased performance and those kind of things. And today's engines are highly engineered. We're talking tighter tolerances, sometimes just a couple microns. To put that into perspective, a human hair, I wish I knew this, I had it and I lost it off the top of my head. Human hair is like maybe 50 microns. I don't remember, but a couple microns is smaller than the human hair, and sometimes those are the tolerances between some of these parts inside the engine. So as the engines advance and the engineering advances, we move to these lighter weight oils. But sometimes we may sacrifice protection, so that's where you want to get a high quality oil, so it's not going to shear out of grade. Because talking about shearing, you may think you're running a 1540, which is what the OEM calls for, and then after a couple thousand miles, you might be down to like a 1030. You're not getting the required protection for that engine. More wear.
Right.
Less fuel economy. Some of those things you talked about. So we're on a high quality oil that's not going to shear out of grade. It's not going to break down. It's not going to oxidize, which it can especially happen in today's modern engines with those tight tolerances and pressures and heats. And then look at an additive like our FR3 friction reducer that does more than just FR3 does clean, but it has our nano lubricant in there, which is top of the line, newest technology that we've refined over the years. That's going to provide protection on a microscopic level. So those are the last few points that I have on oil viscosity. Mel chimed in. He says, get some of the bracket racers that use your products to tell how awesome they are. He says, FR3 is some awesome stuff. Appreciate that, Mel. With the top fan badge, we know Mel well. But I got some homework for Logan. The Synchromesh, I'm going to talk with R&D. And just a reminder, for those of you still watching, give us a like and share the video, but also please chime in and let us know recommendations on the show. Chad works hard at putting those together and tries to keep people online, keep people on schedule to say, hey, you're going to be on the show. Eric, you missed the pre-meeting. But he and Jake are helping to elevate the show, so if you guys got ideas, please let us know.
And Eric, you kind of mentioned it earlier, but I'm just going to reiterate it. we'd like to focus the dealers a little bit more. We'd like to feature the dealers a little bit.
Jake Cam.
Oh,
Let people see ya.
God, I hate the J Cam. So we want to feature the dealers a little bit more. So if you send us videos or tag us in videos that say something to the extent of "Welcome to Hot Shot Secret Live," welcome to the Hot Shot Secret Studios, that kind of stuff, we'll start building that reel together and start putting it at the opening of the show. You get a little bit more, focus on your dealership. We get more content, and we just interact with you guys. We want to interact with you guys more. So for us, that's really important. So tag us in the videos, show us your shops, show us the cars you're working on or whatever, and we'll start, sprinkling some of that content in.
Shout out to Jake. He's our video guy. He's running the board. I think he'll probably continue to do that most of the time. But he's like one of the most interesting guys. I swear, I hope we keep a Jake Cam too, because the dude is like he juggles fire or something.
Does.
He's like a Viking. He eats.
Let's clarify. I don't juggle fire. I used to eat fire for cigarettes in college.
Okay, yeah, weird story. He's like a strong man. After work, he goes lifts like stupid weight.
Boulders. He's out in the field lifting boulders and mountains, pushing mountains.
He carries pocket knives with him. That's worth like lots of money that nobody understands.
Actually, that's a segment I want to do. So, I thought of two segments. One is I'd like to see people's tattoos. We actually have a lot of really good ink here in the building.
We do,
and I'd love to show off some people's tattoos. And two, a pocket dump. What are the things that people carry with them?
Phone, wallet, keys.
I have knives and stuff too.
No, that's a good point though. That's cool, right? Some off-the-wall stuff, obscure stuff, random stuff like that. I find it interesting. Do you guys think it would be cool to include some weird stuff like that on the show, on our Facebook Live show? Like Chad, he's got autographed stuff in his office, like baseballs and bobbleheads and he's got a whole array of tumblers and coffee mugs.
That's true.
He does say, right, there's one.
There's one.
So anyways, let us know what kind of stuff you'd like to see on the show. We want to keep it fresh for you guys. We come back week after week, every Thursday at 1:30. We're trying to do some new things, trying to mix it up a little bit. So give us your inputs on the show, good, bad, indifferent, what we could do better, things you'd like to see. Tell Chad to talk more or tell me to talk less, whatever you prefer. But any final words?
No, not at all.
All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. We'll see y'all next week.
Welcome. Woo! Welcome back.
Welcome.
Howdy. Hello. This is where you say welcome.
Oh yeah, welcome.
Right.